Okay, so yesterday somebody sent me a tweet and the message said, "Hey, Apuck, all our dreams have come true, check this out," or something along those lines. And there was a link, so I clicked on the link and it took me straight over to the Activision website, where generally you find the patch notes. And there was obviously a new patch that had been, a new patch update, 3rd of the 3rd. And straight away I thought, I thought about what his tweet said, all our dreams coming true, and I thought, has skill-based matchmaking actually gone? Now, obviously, before I read through these tweets, straight away I turned on the PlayStation 4 and checked out Advanced Warfare, but I forgot, PlayStation always gets these things about a week or so later than Xbox, so Xbox always get it first, it's priority. So I thought, whatever, let's just read through the list and see what's interesting. So I was kind of scanning through, and there was a few things, first of all, that didn't really bother me too much, but then I got onto sort of playability, the online experience. And there was a couple of things on there. There was something about matchmaking connections have been resolved or something like that. So I don't know, maybe that was skill-based matchmaking, who knows. Maybe somebody can tell me, maybe somebody who plays on Xbox can sort of shed some light on that. But yeah, it didn't really explain much. It most certainly didn't say that skill-based matchmaking had been removed. But there was one thing on there that I had to read it 2 or 3 times to sort of understand, because in some respects I thought that my eyesight had been playing up on me. I'm getting a bit older, and I thought maybe cataracts are setting in and I'm not reading this correctly. But yes, I looked over it 2 or 3 times and there it was, and it said something along the lines of, now supply drops can be purchased. I'm sorry, that's a genuine laugh. Supply drops can now be purchased. You can now put in your card details or whatever, whatever way you pay for your DLCs or anything like that, you can now pay for supply drops. Oh my goodness me, I absolutely fucking lolled. I lolled and lolled and lolled. It was hilarious. I mean, come on. Listen, this whole supply drop thing is broken anyway. I know they have this objective based thing where every day there's a new daily objective where you can go out and get a supply drop from, I don't know, capturing 3 flags or maybe something else. I don't know. I haven't really sort of ventured to try and do that because I don't really play it too much. However, the one thing I will say about supply drops that sort of tickles me personally is that on my normal account, my I Am Not APOC account, the best kind of gun I have is I can't think what it's called now, I think it's the ARX Hole Puncher, is that the one? That's the best elite gun I have. Aside from that, I don't really have any other elite guns. I have a few elite pistols, but I don't really care about those. Most of the times when I get a supply drop, I sort of wait with anticipation and open it, and it's boots or it's a bloodshed helmet again for the 3 millionth time. But yeah, the funny thing about it is that on my reverse boosted account that I used solely for the purpose of doing that one video about talking about reverse boosting, that I now actually play more, but I play it legitimately, so any sort of good experiences I had on that account have now gone because my score per minute and kill death ratio have flown straight up and it's now just as bad as the other one. But the elite guns I have on there are insane. I've got the AK-12 RIP, I've got the Bal-27 Obsidian Steed, I've got the ASM-1 Speakeasy and the other ASM-1, which I can't remember, the ARX Hole Puncher, and I've got the Elite Sniper Rifle. And I got all of those before I even killed one person. Every single one of those supply drops was obtained by me reverse boosting on myself. So every one of my deaths that I committed suicide, blowing myself up, jumping off a bridge, dropping a grenade on myself, or just walking into enemy fire, I kept receiving these supply drops, and I literally racked up such a good arsenal that I didn't need to worry again. Yet on my legitimate account that I play normally, and I haven't, sort of gone out to find these cheats, I suppose, the best I've got is the RX Hole Puncher, and I probably got that from a first blood. I probably got that from being the first death or something. So to now think that they've gone to these levels of exploiting the youth, who are probably only going to be really the people who are going to fall for this kind of thing. I'd like to believe that most adults would look at this in the way that I do, not with the rose-tinted glasses of, oh, I can now pay for my ASM-1 Speakeasy, or, oh, I've always wanted the Obsidian Steed, now all I have to do is pay X amount of money and I've got it. I can now dominate everybody else. And I know there was some weapon balances, so I don't really know what the what the outcome of that is and how the ASM-1 and the Bal-27 stand up to the other weapons. But if it's anything like the last weapon patch, it won't make a bloody difference. I just think that that kind of a statement and the fact that they have done that there's two sides to this. Number one, it's very smart because people will buy these things. You know, a lot of people are objecting about it, but when I went onto Michael Condrey's Twitter, there was a lot of people messaging him saying, this is a great idea, well done Michael, and fantastic news. Oh yes, I've always wanted this. I'm glad you listened to the feedback from us. We wanted to buy our supply drops. You know, we wanted the BAL 27. We want to beast the noobs with the BAL. God oh fucking mighty. What next? Are they going to charge you for playing online? You know, that's going to be in the next patch. If you want to play Advanced Warfare Online, you now have to pay us, I don't know, £1 a day. It's fucking exploitation. Come on. Who's going to fall for that? Realistically, who's going to fall for that? Let the dislikes roll in from the people who are probably purchasing this as we speak. But ask yourself that serious question. From something that started out as a surprise, you know, for something that was outlaid for you to kind of work for, or hopefully, you know, keep your fingers crossed, what's it going to be? Now you can just go out and purchase it. What's the fucking point? This game is slowly but surely losing every single one of its meanings. It really is. And I'm just so glad I really don't play this anymore. This year cannot end quick enough for me as far as gaming goes, you know? Life itself is good. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to the year ahead. But when it comes to Call of Duty, this year cannot end quick enough. The next 9 months needs to breeze by. But yeah, amazing. Please tell me you haven't purchased one of these, please. I beg of you. I'm keeping every finger and toe crossed that you haven't fell for this. But if you have, then, I don't know, you must have more money than sense. God bless you. Apocalypse done.